Good evening, welcome back to Bloodborne. I've repaired my weapon, I've gotten stuff out of inventory, and we're going to take a look at a couple of these blood gems now that we've been picking up. I haven't dealt with these at all yet, haven't even looked at them, don't know if there's going to be any good ones. But like the Tonitrus has a crescent moon shape here, and I know we've gotten a couple of those. Yeah, we got the Bolt Blood Gemstone. Did we get anything else? Just tempering? It's just more physical attack. That's fine. They're not very good. The Bolt one, though, plus 7.3% more bolt attack power. And I like that. We're losing about 30 physical attack power for like 6. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look at this. Right hand weapon 1, 311 to 501. So if I swap you out for the bolt one there, 289 to 490. Okay, so the other one is probably just better. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. 7.3% versus an extra 10% when we're already boosting the crap out of physical attack. If I had, like, some, lightning gems that were radial like this out here, then that might be even better. That might be the way to go. Now, the other thing that we've got going on here is these Cursed Tempering Blood Gemstones. Cursed Adept Blood Gemstones. These circular ones, these droplets, are what we've been getting from killing the Singing Brains in the Nightmare Realm. And so they're cursed, so they all have some sort of bonus and then some sort of decrease in stats. So physical attack up by about 10%, but also attack versus the kin down by 6%. The kin is like tentacly things or the brain things or, you know, non-werewolfy beastie things. So that's that. Is there anything else interesting out here? No, I already looked at those. I don't think we've gotten any new triangular gems recently, have we? This boosts kin attack power. HP gradually depletes -7. No. No. Durability down, but it adds a chunk of slow poison and rapid poison. What do we have currently? Reduces stamina cost. Ooh, and that lowers damage versus the kin, which I don't like. It boosts damage versus the kin, but it lowers our attack power overall. I might go with this one. Slightly less durability on the whip does not seem like that big of a deal. I say slightly less. It's -50 durability. It would put it about at the same as the Tonitrus. No, not really. It'd still be 50% better than the Tonitrus. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, well, that was fun. Hey, you know, not a waste of time. We got to look at him and check things out, do a little experimenting.
Very well.
Okay, so level up again. Honestly, more stamina is always good, but I do want to get vitality up to 40. So I'm okay with that for now.
Farewell.
And then the last thing that we're going to do is load up on stuff here. We cannot... Okay, so yeah, we cannot buy sedatives yet. Which is a bummer. We might eventually be able to buy them for insight. That's a thing I remember happening. But again, we don't have access to buying sedatives yet. We don't need them yet. They're not, like, ultra important, but they are a thing that we're going to want before too long, just because it's going to get problematic dealing with Frenzy as we go. What do I want? I think I want blunt resistance. We're going to go back to Henrik's garb. It looks so cool. I like that he has the yellow gear with, like, the black tattered scarf cloak thing around him. Whereas most of the other armor sets are inverts of that. Like Gascoigne's is black, but he has the white scarf. I really like the Henrik's garb. I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks. Okay. So, once more into the breach. Nightmare Frontier, hopefully for the final time. Because we have a path directly to the boss. There's like, I think, one single enemy between us and the boss arena. So it's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm debating ringing my bell for this boss just because it's one of the bosses that I had a bit of trouble with on my previous playthrough. But again, as I mentioned last time, I'm a lot stronger on this playthrough than I was on my previous playthrough. So I'm not terribly worried, and I'm also not, like, explicitly trying to solo all the bosses, or any of the bosses. In fact, I'm summoning help left and right whenever I possibly can. So I'll look and see if there's an NPC that we can summon when we get down here. I believe there is. Oh. Alright, that was the one enemy. Didn't go so well, but, you know, could have been worse. Could have lost a lot more health. Don't have to worry about any of the creepy tentacle monsters. And voila! Okay, so we cannot summon anybody. Was there an NPC back at the beginning that I could summon, or am I thinking about a different place? I don't remember. Oh, this boss fight. Oh, this boss fight. Alright, the gift of the Godhead waits. Oh, don't stand under that. That attack hurts. I remember that one killing me lots of times. Nope. Yeah, that stomp attack hurts a lot. Take that, you jerk. Oh yeah, you have lots of arms. You have a lot of reach. Get your head down here so I can attack that. Oh, you have eyeballs. Look at all those eyeballs popping out. That's kind of cool. It's an interesting fight because Amygdala here has, like, a lot of armor, I guess, is, like, the best way I can think of to describe it. And as we do bits of damage, we will eventually, like, hit him for a lot of damage. We just kind of gotta wear him down a little bit, if that makes sense. That's specifically if you attack, like, his legs and I think his arms. Oh man, if I could have hit him in the face there, that would have been great. Come on, amygdala. His head is super vulnerable, by the way. Good grief. Tripping over my words like crazy here. Oh, this is the part that I don't like. He decided that he has too many arms, so he's gonna rip them off and beat me to death with his own arms. Oh, there it is! Visceral attack. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! That was it. That was all I needed. First try! Look at that. And we got a chalice. So if it wasn't already clear, this entire area is optional. That boss, optional. Everything going on here in the Nightmare Frontier, completely 110% optional. Just like Old Yarnum and the Blood-Starved Beast. So, yeah. Completely optional. But it was still fun, don't get me wrong. Question is, now where do we want to go? And I think... this is where I want to go. There we go. I'm embarrassed by how difficult it was to kill that bird. So, we have a vermin. Hey, guy with like a tin can on his face. I have a vermin.
Ah, how goes your hunt? Do not forget the League's mission. To cooperate with Confederates, find vermin, and stamp them out.
Okay, he doesn't seem to care. That's fine. We're actually here for another reason. I just figured I'd check in because you're new and I don't know what your deal is. Alright, we're gonna just be marching in the front door here. Wow, I remember when your attacks used to hurt. We're just gonna bypass that whole area. I just want to get up here to the village, which I remember not being too far from the entrance. Didn't mean to do that. Is this where I wanted to be? I don't think this is where I wanted to be. This might be where I wanted to be. Yeah, actually this is where I wanted to be. Oh, good, we killed one. That is the only thing that I really wanted to have. Oh, we killed two! Oh, that's amazing! That is everything I ever wanted. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for that. That was amazing. Now, what we're really here for, a couple of things. There was this guy. He's not very talkative right now. He's just kind of grunting. Thing that I'm really here for, whoops, Well, okay. I guess I'll be okay applauding myself. For whatever reason. We're gonna swap to Gascoigne's gear real quick. Whoops, I already had Gascoigne's trousers. Haha. I was ahead of the game. And we're gonna go in here and we're gonna deal with this area. I have been putting it off for a while. I poked my head in here before and it was terrifying. Just because I saw an enemy start trying to attack me and I ran away scared. We're actually gonna deal with this now. It's gonna be a thing. And I probably want antidotes. I am still very terrified of these giants, but we'll see how they hold up to the Tonitrus. Oh, you have so much health. Oh, you don't hit that hard, though. I am completely okay with that. These guys, though, these are jerks. Oh my gosh, and they take forever to kill, too. Holy cow, you do more damage than the giants do. And you're really hard to kill. Okay, jumping attack with the Tonitrus, that's the way to do it. Alright, Tonitrus is just the way to go in here. That was supposed to be a jump. That's okay. That was supposed to hit. That's okay that it didn't, though. This is fine. I'm totally fine here. What was back here? Let's antidote up just before bad things happen. Is this actually where I want to go? Yeah, this is where I actually want to go. Okay, cool. So this is where we want to go. Let's go back out here and kill some more things. Oh, it connects on the other side. That's why I don't remember going from that direction. Because I don't normally go from that direction. I don't normally, I mean, the one time I've been here, I didn't go the other way. Gosh darn it. You dumb little worms. You were like the most obnoxious enemy in the whole game. Alright, I'm gonna kill you just for the sake of completion. Have I mentioned I don't like these little worms and that they're gonna kill me? Because I don't like these dumb little worms and they're probably gonna kill me. Why are you so stupidly hard to hit? Ow, I thought I had you. There we go. Good grief. All that for a bloodstone shard. Okay, you know what? I am completely done with this area. I hate it, and I don't want to be here any longer, so we're just gonna get out of here. This is a really fun little area, by the way. By which I mean not the cave that we're in, but what's on the other side. What's up at the top of this ladder? This is where things get fun. I still haven't put in the mental effort to figure out if this connection here actually makes sense, but it exists, and I think that it's pretty cool anyway. So where are we? Room full of, like, corpses. Very, Dark Souls 3. Corpses just everywhere. Skeletons and... Ugh. There's the moon. But what's the rest of this? What's going on? Where are we? We're back at the very beginning of the game. This is where we started. This is it. This is it. Welcome to Central Yarnum. Yosevka's clinic is off in that direction, and speaking of which, let's go pay our old friend Yosevka a little bit of a visit here. What do you say? Does it sound like fun? Oh, we got one of these. Okay, well, that, I believe, is what we call a brawl. It's where you just kind of throw down in fisticuffs and beat each other until one of you falls dead or unconscious, depending on the rules of the brawl. I'm just saying that was a messy fight. It was sloppy. But I'm fine. I won. That's all that matters. Man, I forgot about all this intermediary stuff. I was honestly not expecting there to be a brain sucker there. But it happens. Oh, you dumb crows. You still make the worst noises ever. But you're so much more manageable now that I have this flaming whip of death. Alright, here we go. Welcome to Yosevka's clinic. So I didn't actually send any of the NPCs here. You recall... relatively early on in the game, you can come back. It took me a little while, but you can come here and you can talk to Yosevka through the door, and she'll be like, "Oh, this is a safe place. Send anybody that you encounter here." If you do, for each person that you send back, there is another one of these little blue alien guys, and they don't usually attack. They're just kind of sad. This one does attack. This is a special case, because it's the one that's already here. But when you kill them, they drop an item indicating that they probably were the person, that, like, they were... So, like, if you remember the old grandma lady, when she was in the chapel, she was giving us sedatives. So when you send her here, there's a little blue alien, and when you kill it, it drops sedatives. And the whore, what's her name, Ariana? When you send her here, there's a blue alien, then when you kill it, it drops Ariana's shoes, which we're going to be getting later. Canehurst summons, that's basically what I wanted here. That's Yosevka's blood vial, which means we may have just killed Yosevka. Remember this? Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. This is where we got our blood transfusion. We were on whichever of these tables. I think it was this one. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, everybody that you send here will turn into one of those little aliens. Even the beggar, who was really secretly a beast, who was murdering people. What's back here? I kind of forget the layout of this whole area. Oh, here's the thing. Oh yeah, see, this, and then this is the other thing that really points you towards these being converted people. Because that looks kind of like a human hand. Especially with, like, the color. And then that's a creepy long-fingered alien hand. Yes, you died. You didn't survive the process. Oh, and you're so creepy. So then what's in the box? Communion. Let's check out both of these things that we've obtained. The Communion Rune, higher blood vial maximum. So we had the one that gives us +1 blood vial. This one is significantly better. It gives us 3 extra blood vials, which might actually make it worth using. Possibly. And there's a side path here. So what do we got down this way? Is there anything down here? There's nothing down here. Got it. It's very interesting. On my previous playthrough, Yosevka was like shouting down at me, telling me not to trespass. Claiming that like I'd gotten too inquisitive for my own good. And talk about how I had been helping her out with all of the people I'd been sending this direction. Hello. What are you doing up on one of the examining tables? That is disturbing. And are you really Yosevka? Or are you not Yosevka? Because I just killed an alien that gave me Yosevka's blood. You've got the church garb. It's the same garb that was worn by the person who attacked us in Bergenworth. That NPC. And yes, all these things are significant. You're in the know, right? Okay, yeah, we'll talk to you.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous. God, I'm nauseous. It's progressing. It's
What do you think? Do I kill her? Do I put her out of her misery? Let's do one of these, though, first. Don't you dare look at me. What do I want? There we go. You're in the know, right? Like that. You just snap your fingers, and there's your note. I think we'll leave her alone for now, maybe. By the way, I was joking. We're totally gonna kill her. The end. Sorry, Yosevka. I know you thought you were chosen, but... yeah. Okay. What? So she just gave us another 1/3 of an umbilical cord. Holy crap, I have 12 thick cold blood 4s. And 9 5s. So these are different, they have different item descriptions. We'll deal with those in a bit. And speaking of whatever we've been talking about, let's get out of Yosevka's clinic. Let's go maybe pay a visit to some of our friends back in the chapel. Does that sound good? I think that sounds great. All the way back to Odin's chapel. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to look at. The other thing. We've got so many things. The Cainhurst summons. We picked those up in here as well. An old, blood-stained summons, inviting an honored guest to the Forsaken Castle, Cainhurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. So that's going to be my next destination. And yes, it's another completely optional area. but it's really, really cool. Alright, back at the Hunter's Dream. Let's level up again.
Very well.
I do like that we're leveling up, you know, once per video or so. It's nice. Yeah, that'll be good. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Chapel first in Cathedral Ward, and then we'll hit Canehurst pretty hard in the next video. It's a really cool area. I really like it. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Your thing happens later. Oh, I was kind of hoping for more sedatives. Alright, well, this is a bust. Alright, Hemwick Charnel Lane. We don't need to go to the chapel. There's nothing there for us at this point in time, but Hemwick Charnel Lane, this will take us to our new destination. Ah, Hemwick Charnel Lane. Haven't been here in a little while. I do really like this area, and just all the crazy people. I mean, they're having a pretty good time, clearly. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. There's one more over here. Yeah, sure. Why not? Get all my health back. So now I'm curious to know if my insight is high enough to be above a certain threshold. Because there's a... That's a yes. The answer is yes. Answer is yes. That terrifying sound? That's a yes. So, you're a new thing. And you're terrifying. And you're sturdy as crap. So that thing that I just killed, if you're unaware... Sorry, let me deal with these birds and their horrible, horrible noises first. Because they're really loud and it's the worst noise ever in the universe. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that weird shadow thing that was up here, that's the crazy shadow thing that would show up during the Witch of Hemwick Lane fight. The Witch of Hemwick. The boss of this area. If you have any insight at all, then those things will show up during the boss fight. Why am I going this way? This is not the way I want to go. I don't know why I'm going this way. Help. Yeah, they'll show up during the boss fight, and that is basically why I went back. I entered the fight to gain the insight from, oh hey, cool, you just found a new boss. Because you always get insight from that. So that's why I used the Bold Hunter's Mark to get out of there. But then, I spent all of my insight explicitly so that we wouldn't have to fight any of those creepy shadows during the fight. Because they spawn infinitely. They will just continue to spawn during the fight, and they make it a fair bit harder, especially if you're here really early in the game. Which I don't know why you wouldn't be. Alright, let's do this. Wow, one hit. I wonder if I can kill you with a cane in 1 or 2 hits. That's a no. Answer? No. Yeah, Tonitrus. So good. But, whoops, the chain is really effective against these dogs. But we don't have to fight them. I was trying to figure out exactly where the crossroads was. Whew. This is so cool. This is like one of my favorite things that happens in the game. Alright. Like, zombie horses and a carriage with no driver and a door that just opens on its own? Hell yes. And, like, the whole thing's covered in, like, cobwebs and stuff, too. Oh, it's so good. It's so good! It's so cool. Ah, it's one of my favorite things ever. And if you recall, at the end of this pathway, we found the lake rune, and the path just ends. It collapses into the lake. With the castle far out on the horizon, no longer connected to the mainland because the bridge has collapsed. Forsaken Canehurst Castle. Oh, and look at these horses that look like they've been dead for a very long time. And the carriage that looks like it's been frozen here for a very long time. And look at the path that does not exist. Oh, everything about this is good. So, the beginning of the game was werewolves. It's kind of gotten weird, creepy insects, and it's gonna turn into, like, H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu and stuff towards the end. Spoilers. We've already seen a lot of that weird, like, tentacle monsters and stuff. But this right here, this little side story is the other really cool type of horror. No. Not vampires. No, not vampires that sparkle in daylight. This is a ghost story. This is a... But how did we get here? The road doesn't exist anymore. And everything's dead. It's totally a ghost story, 110%. And it's so good. Oh, it's so good. This is like one of my favorite side paths ever. Oh, and it's great. It's amazing. I love it. So, the gate is open to us, and we're going to check it out in the next video. Thank you for joining me, and may the good blood guide your way.